More Groucho than Karl, The Death of Stalin is a wildly uneven comedy that takes place among senior members of the Communist Party in 1953, just before and immediately after the death of Stalin. Based on a graphic novel by Fabian Nury and Thierry Robin, the film is directed by Armando Iannucci, the savage satirist responsible for such British TV comedy fare as The Thick of It, as well as the 2009 cinema feature In the Loop. The film begins with a concert being broadcast and the consternation of a producer at Radio Moscow, Paddy Considine, to receive a phone call from Stalin, Adrian McLaughlin, himself. The Soviet ruler loved the music and wants a recording. But unfortunately, no recording was made, and frantic steps have to be made to remedy this. Not long afterwards, Stalin suffers what proves to be a fatal stroke, and partly because all of the city's best doctors have been purged, he expires. His chosen successor, Georgy Malenkov, portrayed somewhat like a constipated bear by Jeffrey Tambor, quickly discovers the ruthlessness of other heirs to the throne, among them Lavrentiy Beria, Simon Russell Beale, the head of the dreaded NKVD, who claims to have documents on all of you, and Nikita Khrushchev, Steve Buscemi, who somehow sees himself as a reformer. And then there are the dead dictator's children, Vasily, Rupert Friend, and understandably nervous Svetlana, Andrea Riseborough. Iannucci and Nury have fun with the ridiculous ways in which these dangerous but deluded men second-guess one another. When one complains that Stalin's corpse was heavier than he thought, he hastily adds that the remark was meant as a compliment. Beria makes certain Khrushchev is placed in charge of the funeral, certain that the pitfalls inherent in this role will bring about his rival's early downfall. And as Beria discovers, to be isolated in this environment can be a very dangerous place. With a sense of humour that evokes Monty Python, Michael Palin's presence underlines this, but with some fine American comic actors in Tambor and the priceless Buscemi, the film milks this unusual concept for all it's worth. But there's a very black edge to the comedy because for these powerful men, the killing off of their rivals, or of just about anyone else they don't want around as witnesses, is quite a casual affair. And while much of this is certainly hilarious, there are also scenes that drag. But the film's main problem is that Iannucci is no visual stylist. In the Loop was almost unwatchable thanks to its all-over-the-place visual style. The Death of Stalin is an improvement, but not by much. Early scenes, photographed by Zach Nicholson, mostly in Kiev, but partly also in Moscow itself, are unremarkably functional, but as the film proceeds, the camera work becomes more and more jittery and dysfunctional. Maybe this was intended as a reflection on the development of the drama, but it's pretty disappointing. Nevertheless, there's a lot of good here. I'm giving it 3 stars.